Hi everyone, welcome back to another week at Starlight. It's not been a hard week for me, apart from some initial heavy lifting and teamwork. And that's left me free to head back to Diamond City to follow up some leads on Sean. And I met a young lady called Kate who's come back here to help train our guards up in a little bit of hand-to-hand combat. Because although our gunmanship skills are brilliant, once those raiders close the gap, we need to be prepared for them. So this week we have had no new arrivals, but I think that's because of the rad storms we've had. I've stopped most people moving around, not us. But the food situation, I mean, I will take it back. It is not a stagnant swamp hole in the centre of the drive-in. I think it must be an extension of the natural spring. And where the ground's been damaged, the water's just bubbled up because it's not draining away, and the plants are growing beautifully. So, yeah, I take it back. What else have we got to see today? So, the hard work this week, and it has all been about the guards this week, is this. So, pretty much everybody in the settlement has been helping out with this. We hooked Bessie up to some train carts further along the line, up that way, and with her dragging and us putting tree trunks underneath and helping manoeuvre it along, we have got some back here and we've managed to get them in place. So we'll get to that in a moment. I have said before about how this is one of our real vulnerable spots.
Lost track of how many blisters I got.
I think people think with the bridge being there we're not paying attention. They come up over that rise, and if we're not careful they can get all the way to the bus and use that as cover. So we have shored up this space to try and protect the guards, and we will add more protection. We put a fire barrel because on an evening and on the night shifts especially it can get really nippy. We've taken chain link fence from further over there, and we have installed it in here. So Caravan Charlie dropped some stuff off earlier on today, although this isn't his. This is from a very generous settlement run by someone called Jude, in the interest of sharing information and good practice, which was very generous of them. And it looks as though the guards had a nip or two last night. So what Quinn and I have decided is to send some plans back for some buildings that Jude could use in her settlement. You know, if we all share the best bits of what we have, then everybody benefits. So here we have a little power generator. The guards need lights, especially at 2 in the morning when there's a shift change or there's an attack, and they come out of here because this is our new guard quarters. We want it to be as close to the danger spot as possible, and to be honest, at 2-3 in the morning Giffen did not like running from all the way over there in the pitch dark and the rain to take on anybody who was coming at us. So he was the first to move in here, quickly followed by Dimitrios, who missed his roommate. So they've moved in here. This is their space. And we have a nice little window for them. It's just an attempt to avoid those blind spots. You know, if we are being attacked, we've got a space here to make sure nobody sneaks in around the back of us.
Yeah.
Hey, you're new. Maybe you're going to be our new guard. So let's open the door for you. This is Liam's space. I assume his family were in the military way back when, because those dog tags look like they've been passed down from generation to generation, and his attitude, same thing. I mean, he is spot on. There is obviously military in his family. He's early for shifts, he's always immaculately dressed. He doesn't have much, but he says he doesn't need much. Beth, on the other hand, seems to have it all. But again, I can't fault her. I think her dad was in the military as well, or family. Her dad definitely taught her how to shoot. Beth is currently up there. There she is. She is a crack shot and has taken out any number of guys that have tried to come at us from over here, thereby protecting our farmers in the field. So making sure that trouble stops before it even gets started. And Beth likes cats, so much so that when we installed this safety panel, she made sure we left a gap underneath so that they could still get in and out. I can't see feral ghouls getting in, so I had no objection to it. And if it keeps her happy, you know, I'd rather keep Beth here than have her go somewhere else. Max is, I would say, a veteran. I mean, he's starting to feel the aches and pains. He's been out here a long time. But he likes to tinker. He takes some of the weapons apart, he puts them all back together, and I think that is going to come in really handy in the future. So we need to get him a workbench, because if he can improve all of our weapons, then that can only be a good thing. So we better get this mattress down for airing. If we've got a new recruit.
Yeah.
And there's the shift log. So if you're not sure where you should be and when, you can just come in here and check. So that's it for today. I mean, you've still got a nice view out over the rest of the settlement. And we do need to extend this further to completely wall us in, give us extra protection. But it combines a bit of privacy with what we need to stay safe, and hopefully it doesn't look too horrendous. So yeah, that's it for another week here at Starlight. Come and check back with us next time and see what we've been up to. Take care.